이것 보세요. 괜찮죠? 전 프리다칼로입니다.
Picasso used to say Frida was a better painter than him. 42 and 21.
저는 프리다칼로 뮤지엄에 왔습니다. 가볼까요? 예예예. 약간 프리다칼로 느낌, 이런 느낌이 나는 옷을 입고 왔습니다. 어때요? 잘 어울리죠? 짠! 저는 학생 가격으로 좀 저렴하게 지금 들어가려고 합니다.
How you say hi?
안녕.
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 I remember having a friend in the USA from Korea, and she used to say 안녕. Yeah. Her name was Sue. Sue Lee.
Yeah, typical Korean name.
Yeah.
자, 티켓은 이렇게 생겼습니다. 들어가 볼까요? 그리고 가이드도 해주실 거예요. 예. Wings?
Wings. These are wings. These. You stand up right here to take a picture. Over here we're basically going to be talking about Frida's life and her artwork. Before we start talking about Frida, we have to talk about her parents. Right here we have Guillermo Calo and Matilde Calderon. He was from German. He also was a photographer in that time. Matilde Calderon, she was from Oaxaca. She was a really religious woman. Whenever they got married, they bought this house in Mexico City, which is now the Blue House or the Museum of Frida Kahlo. Have you ever gone to that one right there?
No, not yet.
That's the original museum where Frida was born and also where she died. Also, Frida was born in 1907, but she grew up with the Mexican Revolution, so she changed her day of birth to the 1910 because she said she was born with the revolution time. So Frida is going to be 3 years younger, supposedly. When she was 6 years old, she gets polio on her right leg. It's a disease that attacks bones, makes them smaller and skinnier. She has to wear a special shoe bigger than the other, and kids around her used to call her Frida wooden leg, Frida pata de palo.
Pata de palo?
Yeah,
es?
Frida wooden leg.
Frida urle.
Wooden, like the wood.
Wood, wood leg. Yeah.
She didn't let nobody tell her anything. She used to beat them kids up. When she was 15 years old, she started dressing like a man. Her mother didn't approve it because she was so religious. But her father wanted to have a little boy. That's why Frida wanted to come in this family picture dressing like a man. Frida was also part of this socialist group called the Caps, where Alejandro Gomez Arias was the leader and also Frida's boyfriend. Do you know Diego Rivera?
No.
Diego Rivera was a famous muralist painter in that time. So Frida saw him for the first time painting a mural at her auditorium. Frida said she said she was gonna get married with him and have a lot of kids with him. She was really young to say. When she was 17 years old, she suffered this terrible accident that's gonna take her to bed for about a year. Frida suffered 22 fractures in all her body, including her spine and her pelvis area.
What happened?
Frida was in this bus, and this bus got crashed by a train. The only one injured in this accident was Frida because the handrail went through her spine and got up from her pelvis area. That's why Frida couldn't have babies at that time. Frida was studying for medicine, but thanks to this accident, she starts painting. And this is her first self-portrait with a ball pencil. We can see Frida was really good at painting already.
This is her first painting?
So, her first painting. Also, this painting was a gift for her boyfriend, Alejandro Gomez Arias, before he went to Europe. Frida used to have this photographer friend woman. Her name is Tina Modotti. Thanks to Tina Modotti, Frida met Diego Rivera the first time.
Who is he?
A famous muralist painter, Diego Rivera.
Her boyfriend.
A year after, they get married.
How old is he?
42 and 21.
A
lot going on. Then, when she was in Detroit, she suffered one of her miscarriage. This one was the most painful one because the doctor tells Frida if she rests in her bed, she could have this baby. But after her accident, Frida couldn't hold the babies in her body. Also, her mother passed away and she came back to Mexico to see her for the last time. Then she goes back to the US and tells Diego Rivera she doesn't want to be there because she doesn't like it, she doesn't speak English, and she doesn't have friends. Also, Leon Trotsky was exiled from Russia because the Russian government wanted to kill him. So they give him asylum at the Blue House where Frida's parents used to live. He stood there for about 2 years. Then Diego Rivera starts an affair with Frida's little sister, Cristina. That was a really heartbroken for Frida because she said it was more than her little sister. It was like a best friend to her. But in revenge of that, Frida starts an affair with Leon Trotsky. So that was a payback. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That was Frida's affair. He was one of her lovers. That's why I have to talk about him because that was Frida's lover.
Frida's lover.
Yeah.
But she had a...
Because her husband had this affair with Frida's little sister, Cristina.
Ah.
In revenge of that, Frida starts an affair with Leon Trotsky.
Ah,
Yeah.
gracias. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
A year after, she goes to New York to this Julian Levy gallery where she met André Breton, the father of the surrealism. He used to say Frida was really surrealistic and used to paint dreams. But Frida said she wasn't surrealistic and she didn't paint dreams. She just painted her reality. We're going to see her paintings that she's trying to express the way she was feeling in that time. A year after, she goes to Paris to this exhibition called Mexique, where she sells this poetry named The Frame. She was the first Latin American woman on selling these kind of frames at the Museum of the Louvre. Now it's at the Museum of the Pompidou. She came back to Mexico and she gets divorced from Diego Rivera, her husband, because of the affair going on with Diego Rivera and her little sister, Cristina. Then Leon Trotsky, Frida's affair, got killed because the Russia government wanted to kill him. So the first suspect was Diego Rivera, Frida's husband, but he has to run away to San Francisco and stay there for a couple months until they find out it was the Russia government that actually killed Trotsky. Then Diego sends a letter to Frida telling her to follow him to the US. So she goes and they remarry on December 8th on Diego's birthday. So that was a big present for Diego.
Oh,
Whenever she came back from Paris and she got divorced.
and then they got married again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be 10 years of Frida's physical decline.
Physical decline?
Physical decline.
Physical decline? She
was really sick.
She was really sick.
For a lot of time. So she started writing her diary. You know what's a diary?
Yeah, I know diary.
Yeah. She starts writing her diary where she puts her life and what she's going through. And one of her friends, Lola Alvarez Bravo, organized this individual gallery in Mexico City where Frida exposed all her paintings. But the doctor tells Frida she couldn't go because she was really sick and she has to stay in bed. But Frida always did what she wanted to do. She hired this ambulance, takes her bed in it, and she was in the middle of her exhibition with her bed. Everyone was so happy because they didn't expect Frida to be there.
Yeah.
Then she gets gangrene in her right leg. Her toes were amputated, but the doctor said that wasn't enough. So she gets amputated her whole leg. Frida felt so destroyed after this amputation. In 1954, she went to this political protest when U.S. invaded Guatemala. Frida gets pneumonia, and 3 days later she passed away on July 13, 1954. Frida was 47 years old whenever she died. And after her accident, she had 32 surgeries in her body. She was in a really painful situation. Before she died, she wrote this in her diary. I happily wait for the way out and wish never to come back. Frida said, if I leave, I don't want to come back. And over here we have the accident part. Mexico City, where Frida used to study. These are some murals painted by Diego Rivera, Juan Orozco, and some other painters. It's going to be a rainy day. Frida is going to be running from school to her house. So she's going to take this bus, but she realized she had an umbrella. So she gets down from the bus, went looking for the umbrella, didn't find it, took the next bus, and this next bus is going to get crashed by a train. The only one injured in this accident was Frida, because the handrail went to her spine and got out from her pelvis area. That's why Frida couldn't have babies at that time. At the beginning of this video, you're going to be in the dark for about 3 minutes, just listening to the sounds of Mexico City. And after that, you gotta imagine how the accident was. So if you wanna put your headphones on, and I'm explaining it. Aquí estamos en la Ciudad de México. her mother made this special mirror so Frida can be painting herself.
아, 여기에다가 이렇게 거울을 달아놔가지고 프리다칼로가 이렇게 침대에서
This accident, the dead was her friend. That's why we can see this Judas or dead person in the top of her bed.
Her friend?
The dead was her friend because it was a miracle that Frida survived. Or you died?
Yeah.
Death.
That was her friend.
Yeah.
아.
Look this one.
아.
She said the dead was her friend. That's why we can see this dead person or Judas in the top of her bed.
아.
You know who's Judas? The one that betrayed Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why she put that.
아.
1 year.
5 years
1 year laying down.
laying
in this
down
bed.
in this bed. Ah.
We have these two nudes in the forest. These two nudes represent Frida's bisexuality. You know what's bisexual?
Yeah.
Frida is to like women and men at the same time. And also represents her roots. Her father was from German and her mother was from Mexico. So
Yeah.
we have German and Mexican color. Right here we have hopeless. Frida didn't want to live anymore, so she stopped eating. Her little sister Cristina used to ground the food and give her in this special funnel. This is the easel that her mother made so Frida can be painting herself. We know Frida is suffering a lot because we can see tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
Right here we have the broken spine.
Oh.
After this accident, she has to wear these corsets to keep her back straight. Also, these corsets used to get really attached to her skin. Whenever they took them out, they used to come with her skin. So it was really painful for Frida.
Yeah.
Also, her right leg was the most damaged one. That's why we can see these nails showing us that her right leg was the most damaged for Frida, since she has polio and it was fractured from the disease when she was 6 years old, poliomyelitis.
Ah, right.
When she got divorced from her husband, Diego Rivera, she cut her hair
Ah.
and she made this painting. And also this represents her bisexuality.
Ah.
In Oaxaca, there's a place called Oaxaca. This woman used these traditional Mexican dresses with long skirt and big blouses. And they use this kind of sunflower around their face and they call themselves teguanas.
The iguanas.
And Frida was really attached to her Mexican roots more than her German roots.
Yeah.
You know Madonna the singer?
Yeah, I know.
This is Madonna's private gallery.
Madonna's.
Private gallery.
Ah, yeah, private gallery.
Yeah.
So she gave this painting to
She
the
bought
mom?
it.
She bought it from
From Frida.
Frida. Ah.
And again, her little monkey right here.
Yeah, yeah.
This painting was a gift for one of her lovers. His name is Nicholas Murray. He was an American man.
Ah.
Frida gave this to him as a wedding present. Frida used to say, this is Nicholas Murray. And this ugly black cat was Diego Rivera. This painting was made whenever Frida and her husband got remarried the second time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the necklace of pre-Hispanic stones that Diego Rivera gave her as a wedding present. And we know Frida, whenever she got divorced from Diego Rivera, she cut her hair. And over here she put all the pieces together and she put the infinitum sign in the top.
She what?
The infinitum, you know the infinity
Yeah.
that used to represent the love of Diego Rivera. The love was like really strong. Died, they all worth it in dollars, the cost in dollars. So this one was sold for $5 million.
Ah. Oh.
This represents roots growing out of her body because Frida couldn't have babies.
Yeah.
Also, she put herself in this desert place.
Oh.
This is the miscarriage that she had when she was in Detroit. You know what's a miscarriage?
Yeah, I know.
And she put these elements with the pelvis down here. That flower representing Diego Rivera, her husband, instrument of the hospital, time going really slow, broken spine, and baby Diego. Frida wanted to have a little boy, but in that time it was not possible because of the accident that she had.
Yeah. So.
New York. She said she was physically in New York, but her heart was in Mexico City. That's why she put her dress hanging in the middle of New York. She put Mae West, representing rich people. Frida hated rich people, but all her paintings are all by rich people right now. So it doesn't really matter. Also, she put a sign of money in this church. She used to say church and government, they all the same. They all run with money. That's why she put this attachment to it.
Right.
And this is a little collage that was taken out of a newspaper. These are some workers that are fighting for their rights because they didn't want to get paid. And Frida was against all that. That's why she put this in the bottom of her painting.
So,
Because they were
yeah.
fighting for their rights and they didn't want to get paid. And Frida was against all that.
Frida was against for what?
These workers, they were fighting against, against the government because they didn't want to get paid.
Yeah.
And Frida was with the workers because she couldn't handle the government.
Yeah.
She was a communist.
So
We have the universe holding Frida, and Frida holding baby Diego, her husband. She used to think Diego Rivera was like her son. Also, this represents her roots with the Mexican and German color. You know the Mexican hairless dogs?
Holix ducks?
Hairless.
Hollis?
Hairless. They don't have no hair.
A hairless.
Hairless.
A hairless dog.
Dog.
I don't know.
Have you seen the movie Coco?
Yeah, Coco.
You know the little dog Dante?
Yeah.
Frida used to have two of them dogs. One of them is Capulina, and this is Mr. Charlotte. It looks like a little rat, but it's not. Also, this painting appears in the Mexican 500 bill. If you get to have one, this painting is on the back.
It's on the back?
Of the Mexican 500 bill. Do you have a Mexican 500 bill?
I don't know. 500 peso?
Pesos.
Yeah,
bill.
yeah.
If you have one, this painting is on the back with Frida's face.
Really?
We have this flower representing Diego Rivera, Frida's husband, because these are the flowers that Diego Rivera used to give her as a present. Two nudes representing her bisexuality. Her parents representing her roots, death waiting for her, this man trying to kill her. We don't know who this man is because he has a mask. We have this little ballerina trying to balance with one leg since the right one was really damaged. She put the nature over here. And Frida didn't like USA that much, so she put this burning place right here. These plants over here in Mexico are drugs. They're called peyote. Peyote. Frida used to take them to let her pain go away for a little bit. You know the mushrooms? You know the drugs?
Yeah.
It's like kind of the same.
So she used it as a painkiller.
Yeah, exactly. Frida says she wasn't surrealistic, but we can see her paintings. She's really, really surrealistic.
Yeah.
She's sitting in this bathtub and everything is reflecting. We have this area. It's called the elephant and the dog. Frida and Diego were going to get married the first time, but the mother didn't approve it because she said Diego was ugly, fat, communist, atheist, a player.
Atheist?
Atheist, you know, ateo. Atheist. Atheist.
ATS.
You know, you're not Catholic.
No.
You don't. You're not in any religion.
Yeah. No.
How you say that?
Atheist. Atheist.
Yeah.
Atheist. Yeah.
But, and the mother said Diego Rivera was the worst thing that happened to her daughter.
Yeah.
And even the father of Frida tells Diego Rivera, go think about it twice because my daughter is a devil. They didn't really care and they got married. They didn't approve this marriage because Frida was 21 and Diego was 42. So that was 21 years of difference. And these are some pictures that were taken in that time. Also, these are some reproductions of her diary. We can see Diego Rivera all over the pages. And she wrote in Spanish, Diego my prince, Diego my driver, Diego my mother, Diego my father, Diego my son, Diego my universe. Frida was a little bit obsessed with Diego Rivera. But she says she has two different accidents. One of them was the train, and the second one was Diego Rivera.
Not miscarriage.
Yeah, exactly. The love of her life, Diego Rivera. One of her affairs, Nicolas Murray. Another one, the Japanese sculpture guy, Isamu Noguchi.
is this?
That was Frida's lover as well.
Oh yeah.
Leon Trotsky, before he got killed, he burned all these letters that were an evidence to us that Trotsky and Frida were together. Right now, we're not really sure. This picture was taken in their second wedding. This is the necklace that Diego Rivera gave her as a wedding present. Frida was also with this Spanish painter. His name is Jose Bartoli. But whenever he used to send letters to Frida, he used to sign Asmara Bartoli, a woman's name. They didn't want Diego Rivera to find out about this affair. Before Frida died, she tells Diego Rivera to remarry with someone else. So after Frida dies, Diego Rivera married this woman, Emma Hurtado.
Yeah.
But 3 years later, he passed away. So he didn't last that much with this woman. And these are some letters that were sent to each other. This is Frida's handwriting, and this is Diego's hand typewriting. They all come in Spanish, but in the very bottom we have an English explanation if you want to take a look.
Yeah, I will take.
Integration. When Frida was 6 years old, she has polio on her right leg, and this is how the infection went through Frida's leg. The sculpture people, you know, that made this, she drew them in her diary, and we took the ideas of it. It's not really the same, but we're trying to express the way she was feeling in that time.
Yeah.
We have these 3 dead flowers in this body. Those were the 3 miscarriages that Frida had. We have 3 registered, but they said it was more than 12.
Yeah.
Spine or broken bones at the accident. This is how it was destroyed. And the gangrene in her right leg. This is how the infection went through Frida's leg. And then she got her right leg amputated a year before she died.
Yeah.
And this is Frida's actual height when she was alive. See, what are her little secret fires? We have the affair with women, with men, her medicines.
Cute.
Ex-wife of Diego Rivera. Identity. Frida used to choose every skirt, every blouse, every ring, every earring, every ribbon that she used to put in her hair. She said the more secret that she felt, the more beautiful she put herself. We know Frida was suffering a lot, but in this picture, she looks really happy, really calm. We have her little monkey up here, Fulan Chang. That was Frida's favorite pet. Frida used to take care of him like a little baby. Also, this little monkey used to be really jealous. Whenever Diego Rivera used to arrive to Frida's house, he used to scratch his face. Frida used to dress herself as a Tehuana. In Oaxaca, this woman used these traditional Mexican dresses with long skirt and big blouses. And they use this kind of sunflower around their face, and they call themselves Tehuanas. Frida wrote this: I don't need to buy dresses or things like that because as a Tehuana, I don't even wear briefs or stockings. These women in Oaxaca don't use nothing under their clothes, just the blouse and the skirt. They even go to the river, wash their clothes, and they even get naked, and it's really normal for them to be like that. There's a little story in Oaxaca. When a little girl is born, the mother makes parties. But when a little boy is born, the mother prays to the God for the baby to be gay. Because the mother thinks if her son is gay, he's gonna grow up and take care of her until she dies. They call these little boys mushes. They even dress it like a Tehuana, and it's really normal for them to be like that. They even dress it like a woman, you know, it's the tradition.
Still now? Until now?
They still now.
Wow.
The death.
Yeah, I know. Coco is about that.
Mexican tradition, we celebrate to the death. On November the 1st and the 2nd, we put this kind of stuff for our loved ones. Over here, we put the favorite things for Frida. Them 2 Fridas, this is one of her paintings. Broken wings. The last painting that she did, Viva la Vida. Broken spine. Her imaginary friend, her little monkey. You know, the little birds that she used to have. The hearts that she used to. This is one of her paintings as well, with the deer. Those little hand earrings that you see in her ears were a gift when she was in Paris. This man gave that to her. He was a painter, Pablo Picasso.
Wow.
And now they're worth there a lot. Picasso used to say Frida was a better painter than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She painted cell portraits. This is really different. She did these juicy watermelons with these Mexican colors, with the green, white, and red, representing her Mexican flag. Also, we know painters normally sign it in the very corner. Frida signed it different. She signed it in the middle of this juicy watermelon with Viva la Vida, Frida Kahlo, Coyoacán, 1954, Mexico. Long live life. Frida lived the life the way she wanted to. Also, she did three main things in her life. Marry Diego, be a communist, and be a painter. And she did it all. Really happy. Well, this is the end of my guide. If you want to go back, take pictures, take videos, you're allowed to do it. Right there, we have a book of comments. If you want to leave me a comment, my name is Mariana. And it was a pleasure.
Thank you
very
so
much.
much. 이렇게 침대 위에 거울이 있는데 프리다칼로 엄마가 이렇게 보고서 그림을 그리라고 달아줬다고 합니다. 엄마 멋있죠? 그리고 이렇게 이젤도 그녀를 위해서 만들어줬었다고 해요. 진짜 잘 해놨어요. 진짜 괜찮은 전시입니다. 근데 프리다한테 애인이 엄청 많았거든요? 그걸 엄청 자세하게 써놨네. 대체 애인이 얼마나 많이 있었던 거야. 일본인 친구랑도 사귀고 막 스페인 친구랑도 사귀고. 왜 이런 걸 이렇게 자세하게 써놨죠? 중요한 건가? 여기 이렇게 프리다칼로 관련 기념품을 팔기도 합니다. 구경해볼까요? 이거 이쁜데 어떤가요? 이런 것도 멋있죠? 근데 모름이 하는 걸까? 나만 모르겠나? 이런 게 있어요. 이런 거 있으면 내가 또 해보고 싶잖아. 제가 또 이런 걸 좋아하잖아요? 그러니까 또 해봐야죠. 짜자잔! 이것 보세요. 전 프리다칼로입니다. 이것 보세요. 괜찮죠? 근데 이거는 프리다칼로 스타일이 아니지 않나요? 약간 애기 거 같은데, 애기 거? 어떤가요? 진짜 제가 이런 걸 왜 이렇게 좋아하는지 모르겠어요. 이렇게 페인팅 같은 것도 팔고요. 그리고 이런 액자 같은 것도 팝니다. 그리고 이런 티셔츠도 팔고요. 티셔츠는 프리다칼로가 안 그려져 있나? 여기 빨리 접어서 넣어주죠. 샥 깨끗하게. 내가 마치 안 뺐었던 것처럼 잘 넣어줘라. 그리고 이렇게 가방도 팝니다. 예. 안녕, 굿바이.
Sunlight, love hearts, taste sweet like cherry tarts. Great boxes filled with seed. You know it's nature's greed. Glass bottles, no sun cream.